On a group of remote islands in Southeast Asia lives a creature that seems to belong to another age. A massive reptile that rules its land with strength, patience, and deadly precision. This is the Komodo dragon, the largest living lizard on Earth. These powerful reptiles are found only in a small region of the world, on several islands in Indonesia. Their main habitat includes Komodo Island, Rinca Island, and Flores Island. These islands are part of a rugged volcanic landscape where dry grasslands, tropical forests, and rocky hills dominate the environment. The climate here is hot and dry for much of the year. Water can be scarce, and the terrain is often harsh. Yet this challenging landscape has become the perfect home for one of nature's most extraordinary predators. Adult Komodo dragons are truly impressive in size. A fully grown dragon can reach up to 3 meters in length and weigh around 70 to 90 kilograms. Some exceptional individuals can grow even larger. Their bodies are thick and muscular, supported by powerful legs and sharp claws. Their long, heavy tails help maintain balance and can also be used as a weapon. Covering their bodies are tough scales that act like natural armor. Beneath these scales lie small bone plates called osteoderms, providing extra protection against injury. The head of a Komodo dragon is long and flat, with strong jaws designed for tearing flesh. Inside its mouth are about 60 sharp, serrated teeth that resemble those of sharks. These teeth are perfectly adapted for ripping meat from large prey. However, the Komodo dragon's hunting success is not based on strength alone. One of its most remarkable abilities is its sense of smell. Like snakes, Komodo dragons use a long, forked tongue to gather scent particles from the air. Each flick of the tongue collects chemical signals that are analyzed by a special sensory organ located in the roof of the mouth. This powerful system allows Komodo dragons to detect carrion or injured animals from several kilometers away. Even the faint scent of blood, carried by the wind, can guide them toward a meal. When a Komodo dragon senses prey nearby, it begins to move quietly through its territory. Despite their heavy appearance, Komodo dragons can be surprisingly fast. In short bursts, they are capable of running up to 20 kilometers per hour. This speed allows them to launch sudden ambush attacks. Their hunting strategy relies heavily on patience. A Komodo dragon may wait silently near a water source or along an animal trail for hours. Many animals must pass these areas to drink or travel through the landscape. When the right moment comes, the dragon strikes with explosive speed. The attack is swift and brutal. With powerful jaws, the Komodo dragon delivers a deep bite, tearing into the flesh of its victim. For decades, scientists believed the deadly effect of a Komodo dragon bite came from dangerous bacteria living in its saliva. But modern research has revealed an even more fascinating explanation. Komodo dragons actually possess venom glands in their lower jaws. The venom contains toxins that prevent blood from clotting and cause a rapid drop in blood pressure. As the wounded animal begins to lose strength, shock and blood loss gradually weaken it. Even if the prey manages to escape the initial attack, the dragon often follows the scent trail patiently until the animal collapses. This method makes the Komodo dragon an extremely effective predator. Their diet includes a wide range of animals. Deer are among their most common prey, but they also hunt wild pigs, birds, reptiles, and occasionally large animals like water buffalo. Komodo dragons are also scavengers. They will eat dead animals whenever the opportunity arises. When feeding, Komodo dragons can consume astonishing amounts of meat. A single dragon may eat up to 80% of its own body weight in one meal. Their flexible jaws and expandable stomachs allow them to swallow large chunks of meat quickly. After such a huge meal, the dragon often rests for several days while digestion takes place. Most of the time, Komodo dragons live solitary lives. Each individual maintains its own territory and spends much of its time wandering through forests and savannas in search of food. However, when a large carcass is discovered, multiple dragons may gather to feed. In these situations, size and strength determine dominance. The largest dragon eats first, while smaller individuals must wait at a distance. Younger dragons may risk injury if they approach too early. The life cycle of the Komodo dragon begins with intense competition. During the breeding season, male dragons fight fiercely for the right to mate with females. These battles often involve wrestling matches where the males stand upright on their hind legs and attempt to push each other to the ground. The stronger male eventually wins the contest. After mating, the female Komodo dragon lays her eggs in carefully chosen nesting sites. These are often holes in the ground or abandoned nests created by large birds. A typical clutch contains between 15 and 30 eggs. The female guards the nest for several months, protecting it from predators. The incubation period lasts around 7 to 8 months. When the young dragons finally hatch, they are only about 40 centimeters long. At this stage, survival is extremely difficult. Adult Komodo dragons sometimes prey on smaller members of their own species. To avoid this danger, hatchlings immediately climb into nearby trees. For the first few years of their lives, young Komodo dragons remain in the trees. There they feed on insects, small reptiles, birds, and eggs. Living in the trees keeps them safe from the giant predators roaming below. As they grow older and stronger, they gradually descend to the ground and begin living as terrestrial hunters. Komodo dragons can live for up to 30 years in the wild. Over time, they become dominant predators within their ecosystems. Yet despite their strength, Komodo dragons face growing threats in the modern world. Human development, habitat destruction, and climate change have reduced the areas where they can survive. Rising sea levels may also threaten the small islands where these reptiles live. One of the most important protected areas is Komodo National Park. This national park was created specifically to safeguard the natural habitat of Komodo dragons and preserve the delicate balance of the island ecosystem. Scientists continue to study Komodo dragons in order to understand their behavior, genetics, and ecological importance. Today, the Komodo dragon remains one of the most extraordinary reptiles on Earth. Watching one slowly walk across the dry savanna, its tongue flicking through the air as it searches for scent, feels like witnessing a creature from the distant past. In many ways, the Komodo dragon is a living reminder of the ancient world, a time when giant reptiles dominated the landscape. And on these isolated islands of Indonesia, this remarkable predator continues to survive, just as it has for millions of years.